All right, are we ready? We're ready. Thank you for stopping and watching this video. Anyway, Marianne Williamson said that every school should be a palace of learning, and we're going to talk about what the heck that means and how we should accomplish that. All sports? So every school should teach all sports, as well as Twin Lakes High School and Roosevelt Middle School and elementary schools. Twin Lakes Elementary Schools, middle school, and high school. Yeah. So you went to a good school system? I went to a good school system. There was a serious sports program at my school. Anyway, so all sports? Yeah, all sports should be taught to every student. All educational fields should be available to all students at all points in time for every age. If kids want to be obsessed with zoology while going to public school, they should be allowed to do that, but that kind of concentration is only allowed by homeschooling. That's a bit of a problem. Many children obsessively love animals. That's not addressed that so many children want to be zoologists. Plus, Africa's kind of like an overgrown zoo. It should be the best zoo ever in the eternity of zoos. What? Well, what if there was an Africa Disney World and it was zoo themed? That'd be nice. Madagascar? Sure. All right. How are we going to do that? Get Americans to define American goals and implement the Getting Things Done system once we've determined how, when, where, why, what we need to do about the goals, working the pay-fors like geometric equations backwards, and also realizing that money is a symbol is extremely important as well when dealing with the pay-fors questions. Full disclosure now, ED and government disclosure of ships, programs, projects, and peoples, plus technologies. Get Americans to define American goals. How are you going to get Americans to define goals? Ask Americans to send their goals for the U.S. in. To who, when, where, how, why? I don't know. Send them to Marianne Williamson. What are your goals for the country? Outline examples and goals. So if you were going to write papers or dissertations on why we need a new constitution and how we should go about writing the new constitution, we could do that. We could, for example, get all of academia to work with all lawyers to rewrite all the laws, but that's excessively huge concept. That's an excessively huge concept. Yeah, that's an excessively huge concept. Hold on a second. Hold on. Wait for it. All right. Let's see. So we need to summarize the goals and get Americans to write up and turn in their best ideas. Not because they're money-making ideas, but because they will better the country. So, like JFK said, what can you do for your country? Yes, you can tune in, you can turn on, you can call them up. Please don't drop out. You're probably going to have to plan better than the Obamas. And remember how the Obamas stole the election from Bernie Sanders? That was problematic. So you got to be prepared for shit like that. I mean, stuff like that. African Americans out of jail undo the results of the crime bill. Not enough can be said about the results of the crime bill and how they decimated black and brown communities. So I really lean in on what Joe Biden has done to black and brown communities and how he and Jill Biden are completely mum about undoing the effects of their crime bill because they were quite proud of the crime bill at the time, and to undo the effects of the crime bill would be to undo the work that their racist policies supported. Maybe I said that slightly off. Slightly off. Anyway, it's extremely problematic that the current president used to be a giant racist. That's a huge problem. Just like to point that out. Oh, and the other guy, Trump, same problem. Oh, well, one used to be a Democrat, and the other one just acts like a Republican infiltrator to the Democratic Party. So Trump's not a real Republican? Well, he was never conservative enough to be a Republican until he wanted to run for president, and he knew that his fan base would be poor white people. Not high-minded Democrats. Anyway, just thought I'd point that out. I've read Marianne Williamson books. What do you want from me?